any adventure you can fly away from. Is that how the saying goes?
You with UC Security? You're barking up the wrong tree. Just get off the ship and tell your boss this ship's clean. You don't need to be here. Make it easy on yourself.
Looking for something?
What? Don't make this harder than it has to be.
Well, it looks like you got me, officer. I guess this means my potato shipping days are numbered. But maybe you'd be willing to give a first-time offender a slap on the carpal bone. I don't suppose you're interested in a deal? You do have a point. The penalty for smuggling contraband may be steep in New Atlantis, but it isn't death. And how bad can the prisons be anyway? Compared to Aquila City, probably like staying at a resort. Fine, take it. Do what you have to.
This isn't over. Get out of my face, pig. Didn't know UC Security was into stealing.
Will we be stopping for food? I would not mind trying something, and there are plenty of options.
You will be scanned as you enter the city.
How's the investigation going? Good work. Did you find anything? Very well done, Captain. Time and time again, you come through for us. Initially, I felt bad for having someone of your rank doing security, but frankly, you're worth the guilt. In any case, I'll have a team move the ship off the landing pad and do a full sweep. Make sure there's no other surprises on board. Oh, and before I forget, your payment. It's well deserved.
Been up there, huh?
Yeah.
All of us. I do hope you are enjoying your time in New Atlantis. My pleasure. The Dawn's Roost represents the highest quality, from the ingredients to the decor. No expense is spared. Anyone who has sampled our offerings will assure you, enjoy the rest of your day.
Yes? Indeed I do. All yours. Yes, of course. So... yes. Goodbye.
We see it lives up to its reputation. It's amazing what passes as art.
I've got no complaints.
I wish there was a value meal option.
There are other customers waiting, sir. Welcome to Chunks. Please choose your chunks. Chunks are the highest quality ingredients sourced from all... Chunks are the highest quality ingredients sourced from...
Sorry, I'm looking at the menu.
I got to get back to work. Order, damn it.
How many calories is that?
If I've
Is something
answered
amiss?
each and every question...
What have you got for me?
May I? Help.
That is all? Very well.
So...
trees here are quite beautiful.
I do appreciate that not every meter of land was plowed under to build this city. This tree is far too grand for such a fate.
Sorry, I need sign-off from the Interstellar Affairs office before I can set foot in there.
Ah, yes. They build a monument to the people they lost, but not the people they... I cannot help but notice that the Colony War Memorial... I wonder how many times one side or the other has threatened to close this embassy down over the years.
Terrormorphs? As in more than one? All that security and they still can't protect their own space.
Sounds like it was a real... Who's there? Wait, something's wrong. This area's off limits!
This building is Freestar sovereign territory. So here, we're the...
I'm sorry. Do you have an appointment? Ah, you're the one McIntyre called about. The eyewitness. She said you were at the spaceport. You have my thanks for what you did down there, truly. Saved many lives. Now, she also mentioned that, and maybe it was just a bad connection, that now the UC wants terrormorph data from the Armistice archives, some of the most highly guarded information in the galaxy, in order to protect us all. I can only presume you're here to tell me I misheard her and that they didn't send you, local hero, to futilely beg on their behalf. Tell me I've got that right. I was afraid of that. Let me be frank, Captain. The answer is no. That information is there because it is dangerous. I will not be the one responsible for its release. Now, why don't you quit wasting my time and yours, and go? You're really gonna push this? All right, I will give you one chance, one, to convince me. Understood. I'm listening. I never was the sort to turn my back on people in need. I suppose you might be right. Easy to lose sight of the big picture sometimes. Well, Captain, you make some good points. But if I'm really granting you access, I'm gonna need the following concessions. Your access will be limited. You can only take out the items related to stopping these terrormorphs. The monitors will make sure of it. You go in once, you get everything you need on your trip, and never again. And all research done with the data will be monitored. If this data is being used to save the galaxy needs to be involved in the oversight. Freestar scientists will watch your people like hawks. So, do we have an agreement? Excellent. Follow me.
Sorry. Everyone's a little on edge after the attack.
They tell me it should only take a moment. And there. Here, I'll reach out to Deputy McIntyre. We'll coordinate the necessary oversights. Two unlikely allies, I guess.
Break it open.
got 3 places. Conference room, lobby, pre-event.
Official business? Talk to the ambassador.
But you got away with it? Impressive.
Exactly. It's like when someone insults you.
Lives of nearly every individual in the settled systems are so heavily influenced by what goes on in this building.
Right. Small home in the Olympus system, right? There's a balance on that property. Argos extractors negotiated a very fine loan for you. There are weekly payments, but if you miss a payment, no big deal. It's a pay-as-you-go type of affair. But I think we'd all be happier if you dealt with the mortgage one way or the other. Well, I'm very sorry to hear that. But we can deal with your concerns. So there are two ways to take care of a loan for good. One's easy. Just pay off the balance, then the house is yours free. The other option, less. Absolutely. Take all the time.
This is certainly different than anything else in New Atlantis. Decades unsupervised, and it seems this tree has decided it now owns this place.
Meet the God! And once again, we are triumphant. Did you hear something?
never had the patience for computer systems.
Yes?
Best not to leave anything useful behind.
So, what seems punishment becomes providence. A reminder we can never truly know the Great Serpent's designs for us. You have my thanks. continue to serve the Serpent, thanks to you. You have my thanks for my rescue. Unfortunately, all I can give is my thanks. I will continue to serve the Serpent, thanks to you. Unfortunately, all I can give is my thanks. Not the ideal introduction, I suppose, giving you a grand tour of the embassy via barely functioning intercoms. I do greatly appreciate your persistence. I suspect the Venom tree upstairs has worked itself into more systems than I'd realized. But then again, who could cage such a beauty? Tell me though, what is it like outside? I heard the broadcast mentioning an attack, then the embassy was struck with a power surge, and then silence. Has the rest of the city suffered quite so badly? Is that right, huh? I shall need to have these repairs seen to sooner rather than later. Now, it cannot solely be the Serpent's grace that brought you here at such an opportune moment. You were sent by the UC. That much is obvious. Who else could just waltz through my door, hmm? And the broadcast spoke of terrormorphs at the spaceport. A worrying occurrence, certainly, but coming here of all places, when all I could provide is some enthused cheerleading and... an archive code. So the UC requires information, then. On terrormorphs, presumably, hmm? Do I see this all clearly? The preservation of life stands as the very purpose of the archives. Using its data to prevent more attacks, there is logic there. But if I am to grant you access, I have a requirement. For years, House Varun has been known only as an agent of slaughter. We founded this embassy with hopes of shedding that legacy, with little success. In exchange for my code, I require this. You must be the one who ensures it is used for good. Ensure House Varun's legacy is more than just carnage. The knowledge you ask for isn't evil. No knowledge is. It is we who bend it to evil ends. Oh, you must assure me this will be used to save lives, not endanger them.
You have mine as well, for what that is worth.
Well then, I shall not fear. Please, follow me.
I have things I wish to discuss with you. When you have time.
Let's hope it still works. And there. Let it be used for good. I will not have House Varun be known only for slaughter. The affairs of House Varun are our own. They left. That is all there is to be said on the subject. House Varun committed itself to the armistice. This was said at the time to be the desire of the Great Serpent, and I do not believe the Serpent decides such things on a whim. So, when my brethren left, I remained, honoring the Serpent's will as I saw fit, as is the right of all his followers. It was tolerable, even pleasant when my brethren were here in the embassy with me. We remade this place as best we could into a home we all would recognize. Our native flora, our iconography, our connection to the serpent, they came with us. With my brethren gone, it has been trying. But the Great Serpent has always provided me a path in my darkest moments. The Great Serpent is so much more than a god. It is fate itself. When our founder, Jinan Varun, left the United Colonies 140 years ago for distant stars, it was the Serpent that compelled him to found his now great house. The Serpent made us who we are today. Its voice speaks to us, shepherding us through the dark and infuses our lives with the meaning the universe so often fails to provide.
Can we speak for a moment? If you have the time, I wish to...
Captain, you're back sooner than... Oh, wait. Did you actually succeed? With Radcliffe? And Balmore? We're all in agreement. So the old man was still lurking around in there. Fine work, Captain. And now, I've already arranged everything with the archival monitors. When you get down there, the UC monitor will give you instructions on how to deploy the codes. Follow them to the letter. Here, the UC code piece and an archival access card. The entrance is just on the other side of the plaza across from Mast. Absolute best behavior down there, all right?